Okay, you guys, here we go. The engine is back together, and what I did was I toned down the door so it was a little too green. In the picture you can tell that the engine had many years of aging and wear and tear. You might not be able to see it on my camera, but there's grease and grime all over the louvers and fans and trucks. And you can actually see where a little bit of grease on the prototype photo has protruded up onto the long hood a little bit. Perhaps leaky oil and you know, just diesel grime and maybe spilt gasoline or diesel and hydraulic fluid and whatnot. So it's not perfect either, and neither is mine, but once I weather it, it'll really look good. I didn't want to give it too many coats of the Milwaukee Road orange because the Milwaukee Road orange from Polyscale is pretty bright, and I didn't want it looking like it just come off the showroom floor. So I actually kind of misted it and lightened it a little bit when I mixed it. So hopefully it'll look even better when I end up weathering it. I also added a couple other things. I added some styrene pieces over the headlight. Those were actually added in the 40s. You can see on the prototype engine it still has them. What that was for was actually developed during wartime, so engines' headlights could not be spotted from the air. I don't know if we ever really thought that far ahead. I know Alaska and parts of Washington and Oregon actually did have a couple of Japanese fighter planes that made it in this far, but I don't think it was too much of a big deal. But apparently they kept the little I don't know what you would call them, like shovels over the top of the headlights. I'm taking it that these pictures were definitely taken at two different times, because in this photo you can see the bell on the top of one of the long hoods, and in this photo it doesn't have it. So this might be a later photo or an earlier photo, I don't know. I can't tell by looking at either one of these photos which one is older, but I'd say this one is older. Now I don't know if this particular engine ran in the Pacific Northwest, but I don't really care. Prototypically, I just wanted to build it the way it looked. As is, I don't know if I'm going to do the modifications of the handrails to have steps coming down here. I'm not sure yet. I may get a wild hair and just decide to do it one day and do it. But the figure's in there. It's painted. The door's open. Window glazing in it. It's all back together. I have a Spokane, Portland, Seattle Railway flat car with a boat on it that came from a Atherton Ready to Roll kit. On the back it says, "Making Memories, Vancouver, Washington." I know you can't read that because my camera sucks, but that is a really cool addition. I just happened to buy it because it was Spokane, Portland, and Seattle, and I bought it I don't know, like 5 years ago. I wasn't modeling that area, but I just liked the way the car looked, so I bought it. I have some old Atherton Blue Box flat cars, and I have a hopper kit. I don't know where it's from, but it's actually kind of cool. It's pretty heavy, and it has these opening vent doors on the bottom. I'm guessing it's maybe a Bowser kit, but I'm not sure. Somebody out there would know. But it's a pretty neat little hopper. I bought it at a hobby shop and it was used. and it was already weathered, so I just decided to keep it the way it is. And I have it. I have this 40-foot high cube Burlington root boxcar. If this wasn't a Burlington root, I would consider repainting it for Milwaukee Road. But you know, Burlington root was the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy. They were partners in the railroading industry. I know that you'll see a lot of them intermixing. The Milwaukee Road held a lot of different styles and colors and freights and schemes of boxcars and flat cars and gondolas and hoppers and whatnot. So that'll fit to the era. It says new 10 of 67, so October of 1967 this car was new, and I'm planning on making my layout probably around 1971 or 72, not sure yet. I was going to do 1970 because the older the better. But the Milwaukee Road, as it got older, it kept its old freight cars and just modified them. And you know, the 40 and 50-foot ribside cars are really neat. I know that Exact Rail makes a 40-foot Milwaukee Road ribside boxcar, so that'll be next on my list to get. And the Walthers 34-foot bay window ribside caboose from the Milwaukee Road will also be a new addition that I'll be looking for soon. Anyway, let me know what you think of the near finished product. I need to add the numbers on there. Number 990, probably go right here. I imagine that's... actually, no, looking on the prototype, they're right over here. So right over here is where the numbers will go. And I'll look for a bell. The bell will have to go on the side with the horn. So anyway, bell will go on this side. And I think I just figured something out. I'm not sure 100%, but well, I know these engines, when they go in one direction, they're going forward, and another direction, they're going backwards. I think I may have put in the open door and the driver cockpit on the wrong side of the engine. Well, I don't know. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. Order some Milwaukee Road decals and slap them on there, and slap the numbers on there, see how it looks without doing the side step modification. Like I said, maybe someday I'll probably get out here and do it. I have a lot of other freight cars that I can probably use. It's about ready to fall off there. I have another probably, well, I don't know, 100 or so there. And then I have boxes and boxes and boxes of train stuff that I can look through. I'm sure I have other stuff that'll fit the era. But there was a YouTuber who sent me a link to a guy, I guess he owns a hobby shop, who has some Spokane, Portland, Seattle Railway equipment. So I gotta make a habit of following through with that and see if I can get some stuff ordered. And then I'll let you know on the next video what's going on with this. I'll probably have the Milwaukee Road Herald decal on the side, and maybe even have the decoder fitting in it for the Digitrack system that I have. I'll go ahead and disconnect it from the big layout and hook it up to my new layout, which I actually haven't started the actual layout itself. I still have the N-scale layout going, and it's also Milwaukee Road, but it's going to be in Chicago. Well, you know, 3 layouts going at once. I'm slowly getting stuff collected up to make a go at it. But anyway, just approaching 10 minutes now, or 10 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and end it. Let me know what you think about the engine, and leave a comment, rate and subscribe, share, like, tell your friends about the videos if they're into model railroading and Milwaukee Road. There's not a whole lot of actual Milwaukee Road stuff, especially in N-scale, so I'll have another N-scale video put up on rolling stock. I had a couple of guys ask me about what I had in my rolling stock for the N-scale layout, so I'll go ahead and make a video of that and post it up and let you guys know what's going on. Alright, see ya.